All right, the San Francisco 49ers are making a couple roster moves, and it's not signing wide receiver Kendrick Bourne. Obviously, we know that Kendrick worked out with the 49ers yesterday on the day that Jauan Jennings returned to practice, but Kendrick Bourne did not leave the 49ers with a deal, because if he had a deal, he wouldn't have left. And with everything that we've seen, he is on his way to be in Washington to potentially get a job over there. But while that situation was playing out, the San Francisco 49ers go ahead and they make some roster moves. The 49ers have signed Marquez Valdez-Scantling to the active roster, and also, with that being happening, the 49ers needed to make a corresponding roster move. So Russell Gage Jr. gets released, but according to Adam Schefter, he is expected to return to the 49ers practice squad. So a bit of an interesting situation playing out here with that whole thing. Because as you guys know, it was originally reported when Seattle cut MVS, the 49ers were signing him, and it was expected he was going to be signing to the active roster. They didn't. They signed him to the practice squad. It was then later revealed that Russell Gage Jr., who was released at the final cut down date, was then going to be added back to the active roster. At the same time, MVS was going to the practice squad. Now they're swapping again, or maybe it's the first time, but from what it feels like, they're swapping. Now MVS going to active and Russell Gage going down to the practice squad. And again, Adam Schefter said that Russell Gage is expected to be elevated, if he's not signed elsewhere, but he's expected to be elevated for the game against Seattle. So a lot of things going on. But I think it all kind of points to the fact that Kendrick Bourne isn't going to be signing with the San Francisco 49ers. And again, I think that was apparent when he left yesterday without a deal. And, because if the 49ers really wanted him, they would have made sure that he never would have left. And so KB exits, Jauan Jennings returns, and now you have this roster shuffling that is going on, but it does appear the 49ers wide receivers heading into this upcoming game against Seattle week 1. It's going to be Jauan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall. You're going to have Sky Moore, now MVS, thrown into the mix. Jordan Watkins is dealing with the high ankle. So pretty interesting roster shuffling situation that has been kind of ongoing with the San Francisco 49ers. And we knew that it was going to be a bit of a process, and we knew it was going to be, some definite shuffling, but the shuffling continues as the 49ers are trying to get healthy, at wide receiver. And so, yeah. That seems like what your 49ers wide receiver core is going to look like. Going to be thin heading into Seattle, and it doesn't appear that Kendrick Bourne will be suiting up, at least in the short term, for the San Francisco 49ers. We don't know if he's going to go to Washington and sign and with Adam Peters and Jaden Daniels, and if he's going to go link up with Debo. Maybe he does, but it seems, with all the moves that are going on right now, that the 49ers are moving forward without Kendrick Bourne in their plans. Of course, that could all change. Who knows? But at least as it stands right now, doesn't look like it's going to happen. So let me know what you guys think about these roster moves as the 49ers get prepared for this upcoming game. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.